Alright, good morning, good evening. This is the African Crypto Warlord Show. Thank you for liking and subscribing. I have just been informed by YouTube on the achievements board that I have hit 10,000 views. So for those that have clicked on and watched for 2 minutes, I appreciate you. Furthermore, those that are sticking around, thank you for being around. I really do enjoy this, as I get to see my trading style evolve. Furthermore, I have opportunities like now. We're 33% the way through the market, so it's good to get snapshots of where we are. So like towards the end of the year, I can come back here, see what I was saying. If there's points of liquidity that I've already demarcated that we haven't touched, it makes my life a little bit easier, and also helps me. It's like my little diary. So it's like my little online diary. So what we have this evening is we have Bitcoin, we have XRP, we have Ethereum, and then we have bonus, which will be ADA, but no cone for ADA, only on the 24-hour, and then SPY, and then I'm going to explain something, and I'll start here at DXY. Okay, so first off, the 10th of Feb 2020. Okay, now this is SPY Spiders. What is the 10th of Feb? Okay, well, this is the weekend of. Alright, I'm going to show the volatility. Nothing happened really in the volatility. Things expanded, obviously. But this is that purple line that you see on DXY. Okay, it's the same weekend. Alright, so on DXY, it flashed all 0. And on the SPY, what do we have? We have a huge gap. So, we're going to start off on DXY. Okay, last year, we already said if it hits 113, we don't really know what's going on. Well, now we've evolved and we could see that in this region there was a 113. So anyway, so we've mean reverted down through DXY. Now, the general idea is if DXY stays below 105, then it wants to target $94.76. Alright? If it stays above this white line over here, you could say it wants to mean revert back. Furthermore, if it stays above this one, but the rules are if it's below this one, it wants to come to this one. But if this is the range, this is the range. So currently it's broken out of its range. Alright, the last time we saw DXY, it was in this pink range, it was over here, and you can see it was quite significant, trapping a lot of people. And then we come down, we play into the blue range down here, cross back through to the blue range. What do? Come back up, get stuck in the positive skew range, fail. Alright, positive skew because -1 is this and +1 is this, and it's above the orange line. Positive skew, and we've been stuck now. We hit that and we're below this region. So pull back to 102, sure could be in the books, and a touch to $99. Okay, now we can go look at SPY. SPY's cone previously printed in 15th of May 2017, and we're all the way over here. Okay, what does that tell us? SPY is holding above the pinks, which means that it's looking for a range. So furthermore, what we can see with DXY is it's closing below the pink range. If it continues down to this side, I would naturally say then SPY wants to move from pink to blue, alright, which is 493, and current price is 450. I don't trade this, but these are levels that I could look for. If it starts to close below 407, I look for mean reversion again to this region 366. It fails there. This range from pink to pink, as it's touched, is all the way down to 366. Previous highs are in this region. What's at the blue? Previous highs are in this region. What's at this blue? Some lows over here really in the earlier data set. Obviously this blue line was touched, and this is pretty perfect over here given the DXY 0 in volatility, and then it came down to here. So even if it does come and touch the blue line, technically it has a hidden bull div which is at 240, but those will be targets for if we even start getting towards the outside of the pink. I'll be looking for those, but as we're above, I look for the blue. Alright, so what can we see? We can see DXY failing a little bit here, but still has some legs and is in a positive skew. So the dollar will get stronger over time until stated otherwise. This is currently also in a little bit of a positive skew, but not as much as DXY. and if it holds above the pink, we expect to the blue. Alright, so now we're going to move on to Bitcoin's cone on the 7-day. Bitcoin's cone on the 7-day, what we can see that it printed on the 26th of March 2022. Alright, all of these cones are set so that I can catch maximum variance. What can we see? We can see that if BTC closes above, for each one of these little dots, hopefully you can see them, I'm going to super zoom here. If BTC closes above there, let's say 29330, you can look for continuation up. If it closes below 29317, you can look for continuation down. So if you're feeling like you're a little bit uneasy with the trade, well, it's a perfectly emotional response. The mathematics is telling you that. You don't need a emotional moon ring or emotion ring to tell you how you're feeling. You can have the data to be like, why am I confused? Well, this is why I'm confused. It's fighting over the line for quite a long time. Okay, so if it closes above the line, we're expecting a mean reversion to the pink side at 56. Any one of these levels is going to stop it. 48.66, 48.70, and 34.687. So if it holds above here, that's the initial target, 34.600. And if it fails from here, this is the initial target to downside, 24.7880. Then 20 grand, we'll just call it 20 grand 900. And then if it fails, this is a range. If it fails blue to blue is down to 7. Just call it 17. Just call it 18 grand. Okay, so 18 grand. That's quite a long, far away to decide. I would say this is 6 months or 3 months, depending on how volatile it gets, worth of price action. Okay, so now we're going to put it on the XRP cone. Now I'm going to just switch those little blue boxes off. Those are just the last time's volatility was at 0, so I look at them as liquidity points. So in due time, I do expect another touch if we start to fail below. This is just a long-term analysis for now. They're not cut into the dailies. If we start closing below 4,777, then we look for 46 cents. Furthermore, 41.32. And given that it's a negative skew, unlike SPY that we're witnessing, this is a negative skew. So it will say until the next flash in volatility, yes, it can pump, but it will be shorted back to the orange line until stated otherwise, which is at 3353. Alright, and then the downside range is at 30 cents. Alright, so that's quite a far away now that I put the candles on. But these are just regions of liquidity: 333, 33 cents, and 41 cents. Alright, I can see some liquidity building there, and I can see that there'll be a higher probability in the next 7 days to 14 days worth of price action that this becomes a viable target. Okay, furthermore, if it starts closing above here, we look for a run into the 50-cent region, and it could be quite hard to close above there for quite a long-term time, because I'll show you volatility is sort of all over the place over here, and we need flashes above previous flashes to say that it's bullish. That's how I play that game. Alright, so that's a 7-day on XRP. Let me do this is 24. Let me do the 7-day on Ethereum. So 7-day on Ethereum. Okay. Also, this is to catch max variance. It's a little bit more sketch on Ethereum, but it does sort of hit quite nicely in some regions. Ethereum is sort of like the Russell. If you watch the last analysis, it's sort of stuck in a range, and its current range, which you tried to test in the last month, was up here to was up to $2,142, and then down to $1,672. Alright, if I was to maybe put some help on, because we are in the middle, any closes below this region here, $1,923, I look for continuation down into $1,740. Any closes above this red line, which is a moving target, any closes above 1,925, I look for continuation up to 2167. Okay, so Ethereum's in quite a wide range, a little bit dirty, But I hope that was helpful. So that's a 7-day analysis. Those are the ranges. As we've stated previously, Ethereum has a target here at $2,760, and furthermore still has a target at $1,300. I don't know how you guys feel about that, as I only hold Ethereum NFTs. Okay, so that was a high time frame analysis. Now what are we going to do? We're going to pop the volatility indicators on, and we're going to get, now we're going to move into the 24-hour. So this is moving into negative drift, which says down. Okay, now we're going to move into the 24-hour cones. So we can start on Bitcoin. Am I right? This is 24-hour cone. Okay, so Bitcoin's 24-hour cone isn't so useful. This is also on close for me. So this is the one cone that hasn't matched all the data set. Currently, the only other cone that's done that through my back testing at the current moment that is significant is silver. So now what can we see? We can see that we have targets down here, 26,300, 24, and furthermore, if it can hold a bull div at 23,800, furthermore, it can hold a very sneaky bull div at 20,700. If it does start failing into this cone, the mean reversion point is down here. It's $16,000. There hasn't been any perfect flashes in a row. There's only been 0 in volatility with skew involved. So that's why we're getting like really awkward actions that could be hard to pull on high time frames. Okay, so that's a 24-hour on Bitcoin. We do look for targets down which match up with here, which is like we said 26k on that one. So this is 24,911, and the first cone on the 7 days pretty much in this region here, 23,744. Okay, on the 7 day, that's down here. All right, so it's about a $1,000 difference. So that we could say patience, maybe 3 weeks worth of 7-day candles. So patience, and then those targets start to match up quite nicely. The top of a cone and just an outlier within the data set within a high time frame cone. Okay, so now we can go look at XRP's cone. We can just pull some general targets on the 7 day here. What can we see? We can see 14,770 down to 14. Wow, I'm doing this all wrong. 47 cents 70 down to 46 cents. All right, that's a region, and 50 cents. Okay, now we put on a 24-hour cone. Now this is very important for XRP holders, this level. Any closes below 47.20 cents, I look for, like as it does here, continuation down into, let's say 39,999. Furthermore, under negative skew, higher probability, this target, because of negative skew, is 3740. Alright, its range is currently now breaking down to form a hidden bull div. If it was to form one, I'd just call it 333 cents. Okay, very far outliers to the downside are 28 cents and 25 cents. Okay, now we're going to move to Ethereum, and we've already stated these ranges up here. So we're going to use it's a 24-hour coin to be a little bit more specific, given that we have a monthly close for all of this stuff coming up. So it's 1678 to 2135. And now Ethereum, hopefully this is quick. So Ethereum has not printed a flash like, oh, it's nearly going to print a flash. Damn it, I thought it was going to print a flash. Okay, so anyway, if Ethereum prints a flash, it needs to go a bit more doji-like, so I'd expect a pullback to pull off this. But if it does hit a flash, and this candle, I don't know what the probabilities are, it's all in the data. You have at 1877, 1858, 1868, 1879, where it pretty much smoked, and then it needs to hold above 1890 and 1912, 1918, 1925, and 1936. So it's currently smoked through the whole range, and that's zero volatility. So we go look for things like this. It says negative returns coming through the book. It's all squiggly wiggly, stuck in a range. Ethereum just seems really dirty at the moment for me to look into or want to trade. Okay, now we have ADA on the daily. Do I have a daily? Yeah, this is the daily there. Now I have ADA on the daily. So ADA on the daily, Laplace distribution. What can we see? We get rid of that. We can see that it's in a positive skew. Alright, we can see that it pretty much came down, hit random distribution, signal processing, boom, broke through the level quite nicely. It was attempting mean reversion, but it failed. It's only hit mean reversion once, and it keeps on failing at mean reversion. So what's going on with Cardano? Who knows? But for now, I'm going to try and make it easy. Given that there's there's actually a negative skew. Both lines are below the orange. Given that there's a negative skew, the range. Okay, we'll do it from down here. It needs to move about 28.4% to the upside in order to have a long-term bullish posture, at least on the 24-hour. Okay, but now that it's in the pink, what can we see? We can see just from current price action, I'll take the middle here, we can see 10% to the downside, we can see 26% to the upside. So that's 50 cents down to 35.79 cents. That's ADA on the daily. Alright, I don't know if this is helpful, but like, if you think there's a bear market, like I genuinely think that it would be nice if there's a bear market. These are my levels that are target ADA at. Look to be interested is at 35.90, 25 cents. Oh my gosh, 19.56 cents. Okay, any holding above 35.76 still remains in a bullish posture. Furthermore, it's got major weight levels to still hold in a bullish posture. Okay, we're just like choppy. So it does have some supports down here for long term. There's some shitcoins that are all the way down here that look like they're gonna fall through. So that's not bad. Okay, ADA 7-day mean reversion. I would look for any failures below 41 cents 88 to mean revert down to 38.41 and 35 cents. If you found this information helpful, please do like and subscribe, as we have new month printing. For me, it will be in 90 minutes about. We have new month printing. We have new daily that has printed, so I can go, oh, not yet, in 90 minutes. So we have new daily, we have new weekly, we have new 21-day, and we have a new monthly printing. So I'm going to do a quick recap of this analysis tomorrow morning. But what are we looking for? So tomorrow morning we'll be looking for new yellow dots. We'll be looking for new monthly means, new weekly means, new daily means. And then we're going to match these coins, if you've been able to stick out, with these levels. Alright? Where the monthly prints. So the monthly printed here, we could see that it held above it and still closed below it. From blue line to blue line, and the monthly pretty much, when it was in the middle, printed, and it hit both outliers equally. So we're going to look for the new monthly print. It could perhaps be in the same place, maybe a little higher, who knows, and the new weekly print. So that will dictate a lot of price action coming for the next 66% of the year. I'll leave it off with Dixie, just have a look there. I'll leave it off with SPY, just have a look there. Remember, that's the Dixie mean reversion cone when it was supposed to turn on, and that's when it was turned on, and that's when we had the Trump dump. Alright, so there's those levels. I'll put the 7-day Ethereum on. As we said, any closes below the red line, we look for continuation to 1480 would be my general target. First stop 1688. Any closes above, we look for continuation to over here. As you can see, the cone and the reverse wave trend are matching up at 2142. And then 7-day XRP, I have to switch it off, it's a little bit over. I'll actually do the higher price at 48 cents. Any closes above 48 cents, we can look for continuation up. And then 7-day Binkang. Binkang, very tough spot, as we can see here. Any closes below this blue line, just call it 29,333. We look for any closes below, we look for downside, as you can see, downside. Any closes above, we look for upside. immediate upside 34,600, immediate downside 24,700, reverse wave trend, help a brother out. Any closes above 2979, I can look for this to get bullish and continue up to here. Any closes currently like this below this orange line, I look for this to be a slow bleeding support level to back down to the mean at 2697, because it's been front run as well over here. Let's put on the JMA, getting real tight. Okay, so as the JMA starts to hold above here, you can look for it to target the upside over here, and that's usually when the candle would be this high, the JMA would be here. When the JMA crosses, we look for a pullback, and we look for any closes above here as this starts to line up with this level at 30,300. So from 29,333 to 30,333. Those will be the ranges you'll be looking for breakout to the upside, or failure to, if it does hold above here, failure down to this region of liquidity that's in this over here, anywhere from 24,200 to 24,856. Much love, African Crypto Warlord out. Shing.